Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to Unveiled Intuition and Tarot for those of you that are returning. And if you're new here, my name is Amber. Welcome. Glad to have you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and definitely subscribe if this reading resonates with you. And I'd like to wish everyone a happy Juneteenth. Definitely Juneteenth is a part of the inspiration for this reading today. This reading is going to be a pick a card reading, giving you messages that your ancestors would like for you to know at this time. Okay. We have 3 piles here, and before we get into the reading, I wanted to let you guys know that down below in the description box, I have provided some additional links that were both channeled and also coincide or will help you to understand the history of Juneteenth and the ancestors that have already revealed themselves in this reading. Okay. Timestamps, of course, are also found below in the description box. So if you'd like to move past this introduction and go ahead and get into your reading, then you can definitely move forward and click the timestamp down below to the pile that resonates with you the most. For today only, there's a 24-hour sale, okay? Just depending on which pile you resonate with most, do watch to the end of that pile. There will be a special code that you can use to book a reading. Today only, okay? It's exclusive savings for today only. After today, for those of you that watched the readings that I released a couple of days ago, you can still use hashtag Stardust to save $40 on any pre-recorded reading, okay? In these piles, you guys, I did take the time to have a meditation and a channeling session, so just be prepared that let's see, just based off of the channeled messages, we got a lot to talk about, okay? So I just want to give you guys a heads up on that, but without further ado, let's get into your reading. You'll see the screen switch so that you can also enjoy the visual representation on the cards, okay? All right, so pile one. The card that you have is Tituba, okay? And I'm not necessarily sure if you all know anything about Tituba, but she was one of the first African-American women, or I guess I should say of Afro descent, because there is some controversy about whether she's actually from Africa or if she could have Native American roots, okay, or if, you know, she was from Barbados, okay, at the end of the day. So anyway, you have Tituba here, and she was one of the first women of African descent that was accused of being a witch in the Salem witch trials of 1692, okay? She was enslaved. She was brought to the colonial Massachusetts from Barbados, okay, by a minister who happened to be kind of like a public figure in the Salem village, okay. The stone that I was channeling or felt drawn to bring forth during this reading, oh, the light just went off in the air conditioner. Oh, intriguing. Okay, so the stone that I was drawn, can I continue? Okay, it looks like you'll still be able to see the cards that are there. That's interesting because I was like, I don't know if I should put the light on the charger. That sounds like a whole message considering what Tituba went through. I don't know if I should put the light on the charger. I do feel like this pile one, you would resonate with maybe feeling some sense of persecution in your life. Either in the past, in the recent, and currently, or this could be a energy that you experience in the near future. The stone that I channeled for this particular pile is desert rose. Okay, some of you guys could have some sort of origin from an arid place. Your ancestors could be from a very dry or arid place, or a desert, Saharan desert, things of that nature. Overall, the metaphysical properties of the desert stone, it is normally utilized to process grief. Okay. So for pile one, there could be a situation that has brought you great grief, and you're in a season in your life, or you will be in a season in your life in the near future, where you are going to be assisted by your ancestors in processing this grief. Okay. And for a lot of you guys in this pile, I'm getting chills. I feel like you're not only processing this grief for yourself, but you are also processing the grief of your ancestors. Okay. Some of you guys, there is definitely something about your life purpose or your life's journey at this time that resonates very deeply, or is very familiar or similar to that of your ancestors. And you've been designated to come back into this lifetime and obtain some sort of karmic justice on their behalf. Okay, so you have desert stone here. Let's move these other piles over and let's get into it. Pile one. Okay, so one of the songs that I was channeled, well, there were two songs for this pile. The first song was If, and it's by Davido. And the second song is Haya Haya, which is also by Davido, but it's featuring Trinidad, Cordona, and Aisha. So for pile one, the strongest message that I was getting from this card is that there is also some sense of insecurity that you are processing. I was hearing that your skin is precious. Somebody's name could be Precious. I know that I have a loyal client named Precious. I don't know if Precious is going to watch this or she's drawn to this reading. You definitely, this is your pile if you're here, Precious. Hey. The name Aisha, I felt drawn to look into it further and found that it means life in Swahili. Okay, so again, there's kind of like a past life regression, or there's some of you guys definitely could have been here before. I don't know if you believe in past life regression or not. I do. I don't believe that you can destroy energy. I just don't believe that. I feel like we come back in different forms. That's my personal belief. But it definitely feels like, even if this is not about a past life regression, which I highly doubt, it could definitely be about what I mentioned before. Like, in one sense or another, you are not only living your life, but you're living the life of your ancestors, or you're walking in their footsteps. You're literally standing on their I was going to say soldiers. You're standing on their shoulders to achieve something that they may not have been as privileged in achieving during their lifetime. Okay. The main message from the song Haya Haya was, you know that we're better together. And that kind of felt like it had a tribal kind of undertone to it, but I also was feeling like there could be some sort of romantic relationship, okay, that could either be coming back around. Some of you guys could be in a relationship. I was feeling something like very devoted, very respectful, like very boundless and unconditional, whatever this connection is that I was picking up on. Somebody could play soccer. Somebody could really like soccer. I was picking up that someone could be an islander. Okay, of course, Tituba. Tituba, Tituba, I would like to say, I want to make sure I say her name right. Tituba was from Barbados. So sure, Barbados could be of some sort of significance. I was also picking up that somebody might have some sort of Middle Eastern roots or heritage, maybe that you are aware of or you do not, or that you're not aware of. Some of you guys could be dating someone or coming in contact or connecting, even if it's in a platonic friendship or connection with someone who is from the Middle East. Haya, okay, because the song Haya Haya, I looked that up too, and apparently Haya translates in Arabic to bashfulness, decency, modesty, and shyness. Okay, so honest, like I was really getting that vibe from this card anyway with Tituba. It's very much so giving an energy of feeling safe, feeling secure. This may be something that you've struggled with. It could be that this is a new season that you're going to be entering in, especially like with this cycle or this ring back here. Some of you guys, I'll be honest, there could be some sort of proposal, there could be some sort of engagement or something of that nature that you're going to be coming into it. Somebody's name could be Iris, okay? Some of you guys, your life path number could be the number 4. You could be 40 years old. Okay, so let's move along. There were a lot of cultural downloads in this session. So I was getting Mexican American, I was getting Japanese American, I was getting Colombia, Central or South America could be of some sort of significance, Haiti, the Dominican Republic, Eastern Caribbean heritage was coming up very, very strongly. Somebody could live in Boston or could live in New York. Something about the movie Precious was coming forth. I don't know if there could be someone in this pile, or there could be a few of you in that chose this pile that have some sort of strained relationship with your mother. That was coming through pretty strongly. Arawak tribe or group or Taino seemed significant. Those of you who have Native American roots that you're aware of, that could have some sort of significance here, or there could be a few of you guys that maybe have been tempted to take some sort of like ancestry test. You might find that you have Arawak tribe, or you're a part of the Arawak bloodline, okay? Okay, so messages that were coming directly from Tituba were, number 1, you've been successful at warding off evil powers, okay? People that have been giving you the evil eye or that have been wishing down or ill upon you, you have been successful warding those energies off of you. So congratulations, you are in a season where you can feel safe, okay? There's something about the 2 people that lied on you are being brought to justice, okay? And that seemed like it was going to be different for a lot of people. Like it could be 2 people who lied on you at work, or it could have been 2 people that lied on you that are family members, or it could even be just something that's small where you were part of a group of friends and 2 of them lied about something. Whatever it is, those 2 people are going to be brought to justice, okay? A Taurus, a Gemini, a Scorpio, or a Sagittarius will be significant is one of the messages that I was receiving. And something about the 2 people that accused you of something are not only going to be brought to justice, but they're going to answer for the fact that they did what they accused you of. Okay. Okay, so those were your channeled messages, pile 1. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. Okay, we got Tituba here. And I'm sorry, I just want to check. Yeah, okay, everything looks good up there. All right, Tituba. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, my beloved ancestors, thank you so much for allowing me to be the vessel to give these messages to pile 1. For their highest good and their highest good only, please protect us from any meddling energies that may try to introduce themselves during this reading. Feeling drawn to take this one first. Okay, so you have Mama de Jumbo. This says shine. Ooh, I like that. Some of you guys may have some strong placements of earth. Those of you that chose this pile, everything about these 2 cards is very earthy. Capricorn particularly, there seems to be an ancestor who has some sort of Capricorn placement that watches out for you, or has most recently like contributed to your abundance, or will contribute to your abundance in the near future. I thought that was a pomegranate, but looks like it's more like a vase. This is not going to be for everybody, but I'm being drawn to say that some of you are going to identify who this person is because they were cremated. Okay. You have Turtle Spirit. It says slow and steady wins the race. So definitely take your time. Here's the other thing. Like whatever, like 2 people or whoever, I don't know who told this lie on you, but it's giving the archetype of the tortoise and the hare. Okay, I know that this is a turtle, but that's what I thought of immediately. It's like there was some sort of race, or there was some sort of competition. Race could definitely be a factor right now for you, group 1. Okay, but there could have been some sort of like competition or some sort of race, and it's like your opposition was showing up as the hare, and it's like they were getting somewhere very quickly, very swiftly. They thought that maybe they had already won. Okay, but something about that is going to change because you've taken your time and you've braced yourself in whatever it is that you are doing. Ooh, beautiful. You have the koala spirit here. This says spirit has a plan. Okay, some of you guys, this ancestor that you seem to have some sort of divine connection with, and it could be more than one ancestor, but I feel like somebody died when they were 62 years old. Someone could have died when you were 35 or when you were 32. That's not going to be for everybody, but that's what I'm sensing. You have the number 62 here, which breaks down to an 8, and then you have the number 35 here that breaks down to an 8. So the number 8 could be very significant. Ultimately, the 8th house is about other people's money. It's about investments, contracts. It could be a very like scorpionic energy. It would be something that directly relates to the death or the passing of someone, inheritances, things of that nature. It could also be about taxes, tax returns, anything that you would like particularly have to sign for or certify or something of that nature, especially with this being very like earthy energy. This ancestor that I'm picking up on is definitely a part of your lineage, because these like branches on these trees and stuff like that are showing up. So this would definitely be about like your family tree, your background, your heritage, something of that nature. Okay. Oh, some of you guys too like come from the Aboriginals. I would like to say that that's a group of African descendants that are from, is it Austria or Australia or something like that? Correct me if I'm wrong, or leave information down below in the comment box. I've watched a documentary about them, but I really like Cat Has My Tongue, or that's on purpose. Austria and Australia are both relevant in this sense. I really want to say it's Australia, that there is a group of Aboriginal people that have been discriminated against for a really long time. I don't know why that's significant. Maybe there's something that's going to happen politically in the near future. It could affect you, someone here in pile 1, but all in all, I feel like there could be a somewhere in your bloodline you could be connected to the Aboriginal people. Okay, All right. The pillar. Oh, you got some real strong foundational energy here. Pile 1. The pillar is showing up here for you in the revolutionary. Okay, pile 1. So let's get the rest of these cards out here and then we're gonna get into it. Ooh, the Daughter of the Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Star. This is a really amazing pile 1. Okay, I'm hearing too that for pile 1, some of you guys may be late bloomers. Okay, late bloomers. So what do I mean by that? Like, sure, it could be like the superficial or surface level like definition of being a late bloomer. Okay, like the ugly duckling turning into a swan. I'm getting all of that cliche stuff, right? But it doesn't really have to be about aesthetics or appearance, although it seems like that does have some sort of influence on this energy that I'm picking up on. But I'm thinking like it is also like related to affluence, or it's related to, oh, that was one of the other messages. Something about this pile, I was picking up on a real like scholarly or intelligent or inquisitive energy. Some of you guys, 44 years old is going to be your age of achievement, okay? So if you've been striving for something and maybe it's taking you a long time, or you've faced a lot of obstacles on your journey, or whatever the case may be, it feels like the number 44, that 44th year, that golden year of your life is going to be very significant, okay? With the Page of Wands, see what I'm saying? Like this like tortoise in the hare energy, it's like somebody may have thought that they won. But with this Page of Wands, there's like this message that's going to come in at a distance. There's some last minute change, last minute action that changes everything. If I'm going to be honest, so whatever this is, something happens at the last minute. It changes everything. Okay. Definitely there's some sort of like portal or something that's associated with the number 4, or the number 44. Of course, that also reduces to a number 8. Some of you guys, it could be some sort of inheritance that you receive or received, okay? You could be, or you could have, it's 1:11 on the clock. You could have already received this. You could be 44 years old. And you could have taken that inheritance and like, I'm getting like philanthropy, like somebody getting some sort of large sum of money, but then using it for, a bigger purpose, or to like fund or their life's work or something of that nature, to support their life's work. And whatever this is, your ancestors have had a hand in it, okay? The number 44 and the number 88, I can't like stress how much that stands out here, especially with the 4 Pentacles. Those of you that are not 44 years old, it's like I'm foreseeing something way in the future. For some of you guys, okay? You could be 44 in 8 years or 5 years or something like that for some of you guys. There is a special opportunity that is literally waiting on your arrival, waiting on your personal evolution with this revolutionary energy here. I'm very much so like sensing or picking up someone who's going to go into some sort of activism, or this would be like a scholarly, someone who writes like scholarly journals or something of that nature, that effect. But whatever it is that you're experiencing, it definitely is a part of your life's plan. Okay, let's look into this a little more. Tell me about the pillar showing up here for pile 1. Tell me about the pillar showing up here for pile 1. It's 13:13 on this other clock, and that reduces to 44. So yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Look, that is a time prediction for somebody, okay? Don't forget I told you that too. I don't care if you're 22 right now. In 22 years, you gonna remember this reading. You gonna remember me telling you as something about your 44th year is going to be significant. And I don't know, I just heard the 44th president. Y'all have to do your own research associated with that, but there could be some additional channeled messages. Whatever year the 44th president was elected, something about the historical events during that year could be closely related with your purpose or give you some further clarity about what this is. Okay. The Eight of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. So again, like something about the way that you express yourself, speak, write. A lot of you guys also too could be taking up some sort of purpose or job opportunity that requires you to travel with the Eight of Wands here. There's a lot of fiery energy. I see you taking a stance on something very, very significant. Pile 1, okay? Yeah, like with this Ace of Cups and the Strength card. Also here, this is what I'm saying. This pillar, here goes this pillar energy showing up again. Like it's like some sort of portal or something that you're going to gain access. I also see someone's purpose pivoting. Like you were maybe once headed in this direction, but something's going to occur or something's going to happen that's going to get you on a different path, on the right path. It could have already happened, the way that the Eight of Wands just hit the table like this, okay? Yeah, I don't know. I feel an energy of like, is deviate the word, Spirit? I don't think deviate is the word, because I don't think that you deviated from any type of plan. I just feel like you didn't originally see the plan clearly. And so you took one path versus another, and there's going to be a pivot that's required, especially with this revolutionary. It's going to change your mind. Something's going to change your mind. Something's going to change your life. Yeah, with the Ten of Wands. This is very much so, ooh, I'm getting chills. This is very much so a passing of the torch energy. And since we're talking about Tituba, or that Tituba is the ancestor that mostly wanted to reveal herself in this reading, it could definitely have something to do with the legal system. It could definitely have something to do with philanthropy as it relates to like third world countries. You could go into, I'm hearing Peace Corps. Some of you guys may consider joining the Peace Corps or the Red Cross or something of that nature. Some of you guys may end up joining some sort of mission that contributes to like the revolution of or well-being of children or individuals that are from Caribbean islands or places. Something about electricity. Some of you guys could be into sustainability or something of that nature. With all this like earthy energy, it could be you pouring your life into like improving the sustainability in a foreign country. That's not going to be for everybody. Tell me more about the star and revolutionary showing up here for pile 1. Judgment. Interesting. Big Tituba energy. Absolutely. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Swords, and this is very much so giving me those two people, whoever the two people are, who may have falsely accused you of something. Interestingly enough, that is closely related to what transpired in Tituba's life, okay? There were two women that accused her of, practicing witchcraft or whatever the case may be. She was imprisoned for a whole year. And after giving testimony that these two individuals were actually the ones who were participating in something that was darker or demonic or witchy, her case was dismissed. Okay. But I would like to say one of the links down below is an article that I found and read about the fact that it wasn't necessarily like witchcraft that Tituba, she didn't deny that she had some sort of spiritual practice. Okay. She had a caretaker in Barbados when she was younger who taught her how to ward off evil spirits and how to protect herself or whatever the case may be. And that's kind of showing up here with these two cards. So some of you guys, that's literally, you can relate to that. You can resonate with that. Go up in the comments if you resonate with that. You could have had an older figure, an older grandmother, an older woman, a priestess or something of that nature that you grew up around, that influenced your spirituality or your spiritual practices or whatever the case may be. But after like this testimony, they came to the conclusion that Tituba was not practicing witchcraft. She was practicing her ancestral spirituality. Okay. Whatever this is and however it resonates with you all, pile 1, Judgment, the star here, and the 8 of Swords, like somebody is like, oh, like they got their, would you say they got their hat handed to them? Something that you've done that you were originally persecuted by it's going to end up educating someone in the future. Okay. Any other messages for pile 1? Any other messages for pile 1 at this time? Yeah, look, the Queen of Swords. And this is, again, it's giving me an energy of something that you do or something that you say or something that you end up partaking in the future. It ends up protecting like a younger generation that's closely related to or shares the same heritage as you. With the 9 of Cups here, your ancestors will be proud. Okay. Lastly, you have the High Priestess here. So I really love this for you, pile 1. Let's see if there are any last messages. Any last messages for pile 1? Heart with the keys. So something is opening up for you. I feel like this is that like romantic relationship that I was picking up on. You may or may not have met this person. You could have ended a relationship with them. There could be an opportunity to come back around. Hence, you have the number 8 that's like showing up in your reading. This says welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together. It also says perfect. Okay. Something about the timing here is perfect or will be perfect. I also feel too like this pivot, okay, whatever this pivot is that you either already have had, you will have, or will experience in the future, pile 1, it seems like you're either gonna run into or you're gonna end up collaborating or bonding with someone who has a purpose that's closely aligned with yours. And it's like all of this time that you maybe felt like an outcast or you felt persecuted or you felt judged or whatever the case may be, that's going to come to an end. And then you have the magic of pretending here. It says visualize the ideal situation, be detailed, play the part, see as manifested, and it says speak it into existence, be certain. Yes, look, and visualization. So this would, I feel like this is the energy that you're currently in with this magic of pretending. It's like you could just now be coming into a season of your life where you're owning your skin, you're owning your heritage, you're owning your identity. You know who you are. Again, like this could be something as simple as you took an ancestry test and literally now you know who you are. You know where you come from, who you come from. Now you understand like why you have certain tendencies or behavioral traits, or you know, like if you didn't know that you had Jamaican in your blood, but every time your friends want to go out to eat, you want Jamaican food. Like you didn't understand why. This visualization would be receiving the answers on an ancestral level. okay? Something about this, I also feel like it completely, like, how would I describe it? It's like it completely disrupts or destructs or tears down a paradigm or a sense of a conditioning, a mental conditioning or societal conditioning that you were subjected to up until this point. Some of you guys could have also been raised like in Catholicism. That's not going to be for everybody, but some of you guys could have been raised in Catholicism, and like forever you could have even felt like or thought, or this is someone who you're connecting to could have thought that like certain aspects of spirituality is evil or was evil or whatever the case may be. Whatever this visualization is, this pivot, okay, whatever this is that's about to happen, or something you see on the news or something that happens globally or something of that nature, is going to completely tear that paradigm down, and a shift will come shortly after. All right, so pile one, that's your reading. That's like absolutely amazing. I hope that this resonated with you all. Of course, like, comment, share, and subscribe if this reading resonated with you, pile one. And you should be seeing right now a code that you can use to book a reading for $44. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Pile two. Pile two. Let's get into your reading. Pile two. Pile two. You picked this lovely deck with Asase, Asisia. Okay, the message on this card is joy. Be joyful. Make a joyful noise. Okay, the number 16 is here. It breaks down to a 7. I am sensing that this group may also resonate with pile 3. So if you could not choose, or you had a hard time deciding whether you were gonna pick pile 2 or pile 3, you may want to watch pile 3 after this. Okay, as I was mentioning in the introduction, I am going to give you all some channeled messages. I did have a meditation session before starting these readings. We're gonna talk about that. Definitely watch to the end, because there will be a special code for you to book a reading if you resonated with this particular pile. And then there are also some important additional links down below that I'd love that you check out. And if you decide to check them out, I would love to hear what you think. I would love to hear about your perspectives. I would love to hear about anything that you have to share or contribute to the conversation about Juneteenth. Okay, so pile 2, your stone that I was feeling drawn to. This is an Apache tier. Okay, the metaphysical properties associated with this card are particularly associated with protection, but also courage and bravery and valor. Okay, this particular stone, just even holding it in my hand, this is an energy of someone who is willing to, please don't take this literal, although it may actually be literal for some of you guys. This is an energy of somebody being willing to die for what they believe in, being willing to die for their loved ones. Like, there's a strong sense of loyalty that is attached to this particular stone. Someone who might be very patriotic about the country or the nation or the state or whatever that they come from is what I pick up from this card or from this stone. The other thing about this pile, during the channeling message, it seemed like this pile, more than any of the others, have some strong Native American roots or ties or connections or heritage that may or may not have been discovered yet. Some of you all may find that you're a part of the Apache tribe, or maybe you already know that. But this the story behind the Apache tears is that historically, you know, along the Trail of Tears, the Apache men, I would like to say, had ended up, I think they sacrificed themselves, okay, for the women and the children in their tribe. When, you know, they were coming up against, I don't want to say their conquerors, like just their opposition, okay? And so the women and the children being left behind without any men, it's kind of like a mythical story. It could have actually happened. I'm not necessarily sure. I have to educate myself more about you know, the actual events that occurred. Definitely go up in the comments if you have something to share, something positive to share with the rest of us. But they are said, this Apache tear is said to believe, it's a literal tear of the mothers and the children of the Apache tribe, okay? That on the Trail of Tears, they had started to cry, and their tears dropped into like the sand and took an earth form. Okay, so that's what's here, okay, with the Apache tier. Now, there could be a group of people, or there could be just one specific person. Maybe you have doubt about whether this is your pile or not. You could have a family member in the military, or you could be in the military, or you had a close family member or friend or something of that nature that fought in some sort of war or battle historically. You know this, like, you know for a fact, like you have something, some sort of memorabilia of this person, so you absolutely know that they were in battle at some point. This is definitely your pile, okay? I was asked to say that. Okay, so let's get into the channel messages for this pile. Ooh, there was a lot of mixed energy for this pile. The channeled song was A Whole Lot of Money by Bia. B-I-A, Bia. For those of you who don't know Bia, I don't know who don't know Bia. It's a whole lot of money in it. Anyway, that was the song that I was channeling for you guys. So what I found interesting and how I knew that it was literally the song for you guys is Asase, I want to say her name wrong, or Asase, Ya. Okay, this goddess of fertility and truth and procreation and the goddess of the earth, okay, one of her children was named Bia. So some of you guys, like, this could be a mother figure that is coming through your reading at this time. Some of you guys, you could be a mother, and I could be channeling an energy that is going to help you to closely resonate with your child or something of that nature. But there's very much so a mothering energy associated with pile 2, okay? The sacral chakra seemed to be significant for pile 2. You may either your sacral chakra is on fleek and you don't need to do a thing, or there's a group of you who have been trying to figure out where your blockages are, and it is at the sacral chakra. Possibly too, those of you who maybe have a child, here's another thing that I was hearing. There could be one of you or a few of you in this pile 2 who have 2 to 3 children, and at least one of those children is a trickster. Okay, like when I say trickster, it could be in an innocent, like lighthearted sense, like they just, you know, like to see people laugh, or they do little like pranks or whatever the case may be, like they're the jokester or whatever. And I could even be describing how this child was in their childhood, but now they have manifested into something different. Okay, some of y'all, and it's 1333 right now, this child of yours could be a Gemini for some of y'all, okay, because it's the third house is ruled by Gemini. This would definitely be a child that's in your immediate environment. So this could be a child that lives with you. This could be a child that lives near you. If you have 3 children, it would be the child who maybe lives closest to you or you see on a daily basis or something of that nature. But one of these kids, listen, one of these kids is a trickster, okay? One of these kids is a trickster. I don't know if they could be trusted or not. And you probably feel the same way, Pile 2. Or you could be the trickster child, right? This could be your passed on mother or passed on grandmother or something of that nature who recognizes you as the trickster, or you're the one that used to make people laugh or something of that nature. But anyway, that was coming through very strongly. I want to just jump to the messages from Asase really quick, and then I'm going to go back up to the other messages. Moesha is protecting the humanity of that child at this time, okay? And if you're the child, your humanity is being protected. Moesha, for those of you who don't know, Moesha was one of Asase's custodians, okay, like someone who sat guard, like the gatekeeper, okay? So that was significant. I was also hearing, let me find it because I remember it, and she says say that first. One second. Asase says that you should be asking Moesha to bring the lightness out of this child, okay? I'm gonna leave it at that. So the other thing that I was picking up was Fast and Furious. That either that's somebody's feelings towards you, or that those are your feelings about someone or in a current situation or something of that nature, or this is like the car that somebody drives, like somebody drives a very like race car archetype type vehicle. I was getting alpha female. So for those of y'all, like, you may be like real girly, but you may really love cars, or you drive a car that would otherwise be driven by a man, whatever, with the real sexist. Is this still recording? Yes, it is. Perfect. Okay, so anyway, that came out. Somebody could be a dancer. Somebody could be a dancer or is in some type of like cultural arts. Somebody could also be a dance teacher or could teach the cultural, something that is related to cultural arts. I was also getting that someone could do a job that's closely related to like justice services or provide some type of justice services. Something about the ages between 4 and 13. This could be the ages of these children that I was talking about earlier. But also to whoever's in this group, like when you were the ages of 4 to 13 could be of some sort of significance, okay? I was also getting applied behavioral analysis. So some of you guys could literally be a psychologist for children, or you could be directly involved with some sort of behavioral aspect or therapy or service or something of that nature that is extended to children. For some of you guys, it has nothing to do with your job. That child that I'm picking up on that is a trickster really might need some sort of behavioral assistance or guidance. Okay, if you've been wondering, right, like maybe people be like, yo, that baby is bad or something like that. That baby needs some help. Okay, so moving right along, somebody could be from Decatur, and I wasn't necessarily sure if it was Decatur, Georgia. They could be, but there's another Decatur somewhere. I don't remember where. I think it's like 2 or 3 other cities actually that are named Decatur in different states. So you might want to look that up if you felt like it resonated with you. Brooklyn, New York, Kingston, the United Kingdom, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Listen, what's coming up? I don't know if somebody just had some Kentucky Fried Chicken. Listen, it's not my business, but Kentucky was showing up. There could be a group of you, or there could be a there could be a handful of you all that were drawn to this group that are also in the medical field, or you could be a midwife or a doula or work in like the OBGYN, or you do something that works very closely with mothers, or something about giving birth. Okay, there could be at least one of you guys that you had you were born under some amazing circumstances. Okay, how do I describe this? Okay, like here's an example. I had a friend who used to work at Disneyland, and she gave birth while she was working, and so her baby has like lifetime access to Disneyland. Okay. So like this could be a situation where like you gave birth on a plane, or this could be you, or this could have happened to you, right? Like there could be some sort of like crazy, weird, not weird, but like supernatural or like captivating story about your birth, either the birth of yourself or birth that you gave to a child. Okay, so that was coming up. Some of you all may also work in tourism or hospitality. See, exactly. I didn't even know that was the next message. Like somebody could be a flight attendant or something of that nature, could give birth on a plane. Oh, I'm hearing somebody could be pregnant and they're a flight attendant, and I'm telling you, you're going to give birth on a plane. So just be careful, be mindful of that. I was hearing St. Andrew. Somebody's name could be Sophia. Somebody's doctor could be named Sophia. Take how it resonates. I was hearing Nepal, Asia. I'm not necessarily sure if anybody resonates with Nepal, but ultimately it's a sovereign and independent country. Some of you guys could be from a sovereign or independent country. Some of you guys could have, how do I describe it? Either you're a surrogate or you went through some sort of surrogacy. You could be considering surrogacy. Maybe you and a partner, maybe you're in a same-sex relationship and you're considering having a child by surrogacy. I don't know, something about independent sovereignty. But as it relates to Asase, she's literally the mother of a nation. Okay, so like it could be that you want to have children or you want to bear children or something of that nature, but there's some sort of independence. I don't know how to describe it. I would just leave it like that. Take it how it resonates. Somebody's name could be Asia. I was hearing love call. Somebody is going to call you. That like popped out too. Like somebody's going to get an unexpected love call. Okay. I was getting drums. Somebody may play the drums. Somebody might like drums. Something of that nature. Somebody could also be a journalist. I was getting fashion editorial particularly. There could be someone who is literally a journalist, but they write strictly about fashion. I was also getting photography. Some of you guys could be models. Like you could have recently been featured in some sort of fashion editorial that was coming through. There's somebody here too that has 2 to 3 close friends. I was getting like sorority vibes or sisterhood vibes of these friends. I feel like you're the rowdy one or the fast and furious one or whatever the case may be. I was picking up on an Aquarius, a Capricorn, a Virgo, a Leo, a Sag. Take it how it resonates. Okay, so as I went in further into like Bia, because I'm like, okay, why no shade to Bia, but I'm like, how that end up being the message? We not mad about no money. We ain't mad about no abundance. Look, if it's a whole lot of money up in here, then it is. But I was like kind of off. It was off-putting, the song that ended up coming through. So I looked into Bia more, especially since that's also one of Asase's children. It also is the acronym for the Bureau of Indian Affairs. Okay, so that further speaks to like this Apache tears, like all of the Native American energy that I felt like was coming through. So either somebody could work there, somebody could really need to go talk to the BI because it's a whole lot of money that got your name on it because you were a part of some sort of Native American bloodline. Okay. There's somebody who's connected to a male or masculine Aries. They do not want you to leave. Take it how it resonates. They don't want you to leave. That could be what this love call that is about that comes up. Okay, so messages directly from Asase. Something about the people that are around you are either going to speak truth about you or they will not be allowed to speak. I don't know what that means. I don't know who needs to hear that. But Asase said, don't worry, because those, look, I'm Bambi. I'm hearing Bambi. What was it? The Thumper's mom. Thumper's mom was like, if you don't have nothing nice to say, then don't say nothing at all, or something like that. Okay. It feels like, especially if you have a group of friends, right? This could be a situation where like maybe you're in some sort of like quarrel or disagreement with this group of friends, like this group that you have a sisterhood or a father or could be siblings, sure. But it could also be like girls you went to college with, guys you went to college with. Y'all could be a part of the same sorority or fraternity or something of that nature. You all have something in common. It may not be blood that you have in common, but you share something. You guys could be at odds right now. And there could be kind of like a mediation sort of energy that's stepping in. Either this is like you all's parents, or let's just say like you all go to the same church. Like this is the pastor stepping in. Something of that nature. There could be a counselor. There could be a divorce counselor, right? If this is a breakup of a marriage or something of that nature, there's some sort of mediation or mediator, I should say. There's some sort of authoritative or wise figure that's overseeing this situation. Take it how it resonates. They're channeling, or they will be channeling, the energy of Asase. So that means in the event that they take testimony or they take people's opinions or they ask, like for references or whatever the case may be, the people who don't have anything nice to say about you will not be allowed to speak. Yay! Anyway, moving right along. I heard that they will answer to the duplicitousness of their tongues. Okay, big mama energy up in here. What else? It says you have a divine connection to food, land, and natural resources. Okay, so definitely some of you guys could be very, very earthy. You might like to spend a lot of time outside. You could be a nature bug or whatever the case may be. I heard that it's time to take a stand about your seat. Okay, some of you guys, there could be something like political that you want to do, or this could be like being a part of like a board in some sense. Okay, being a part of some sort of commission or something of that nature, or how else would I describe it? I mean, this could even be something like if you want it to be slow down, spirit. Whoa. If you want it to be the representation of like the PTA council at your child's school, or you want to be the spokesperson for a local chapter of, your sorority or whatever the case may be, something like that was coming up, and you may have been hanging back in the shadows and been unimpressed by who sits in that seat now. Okay, some of y'all could have a strong placement of Pisces because that energy was coming up in the Pisces reading. If you resonate with that, you might want to go watch the Pisces reading. But something about that person's, the space that they're taking up is your space, but you haven't claimed it. And so you need to claim it. Okay. You will birth a nation with your ideas alone. Oh my gosh. Pile 2, like when at the end of y'all channeling session, I was like, oh, all hell to pile 2. Pile 2 has some sort of regal energy, like the origin of all things, cosmic origins, things of that nature was coming through for pile 2. So I feel like you have a really, really high vibrational energy. You have a really, really divine purpose, pile 2. It is definitely time to take a stand about your seat. Okay. What else was I hearing? Something about asking Asase for a blessing about the land or the home or the apartment or the place or something like that. Some of you guys may be on the brink of like moving somewhere, or you could want to start a business, like an actual physical mortar, brick and mortar like business, and you're not necessarily sure about where. You could have already looked at a couple of places but are having a hard time to make a decision. Ask Asase to bless that land or that place or that building or that apartment or whatever the case may be, and then for her to reveal that blessing to you is what I heard. So a little bit about Asase, because I'm sorry, because I just jumped right into the messages. They seem like really, really important. I kind of was that mama energy, like, no, I said what I said, or sit down and be quiet, because this is what I have something to say. I'm speaking. I'm reclaiming my time. I'm reclaiming my time. So anyway, let me tell you guys a little bit about her. She is a goddess, particularly the goddess of fertility, love, protection. I think I told you guys procreation, truth, definitely. But she also is the goddess of dry and lush earth in Ghana and along the Ivory Coast. In fact, the Asante people who highly revere, okay, Asase, yeah, ask her for permission before they till their land, before they plant any seeds or whatever the case may be. And so when I discovered that, the previous channeled message made more sense. I'm like, oh, somebody wants to start something new or sow some type of seed, and they're like on the fence or they're at the double dutch ropes or whatever. And the reason why is because you are connected to this goddess in one way or another. And it's like, she wants this to flourish, whatever it is. She wants it to be abundant. She knows that you're going to birth an entire nation from whatever the idea is that you have, but you haven't asked for her blessing. Okay, so that was really important. It says that she's credited to being the nurturer of the earth and provides sustenance to all, which I found really, really beautiful and really amazing, because number one, like, just to kind of jump into the whole like rhetoric of race, okay, oftentimes you know, people think like, oh, Juneteenth, that's a black holiday, and oh, it's Black History Month or whatever. All of that is very true, and we should embrace our blackness. Those of you that haven't noticed, I'm a black woman, hey. But at the end of the day, like, those moments in history that we were able to achieve some sense of equality, it didn't just serve blacks, okay? It also serves Hispanics. It also serves Caucasians who just don't have hate spewing from their hearts. It serves Asians and things of that nature. It's like that saying, like, if one of us is healed, then all of us is healed. So I thought that that was really, really good energy coming off of Asase, just the idea or the concept of her. She's also recognized as the mother of the dead. Here's the thing. This part blew my mind. Asase literally is the ancestor of our ancestors. Like, she literally watches over our ancestors. Okay, so very, very special, very amazing. My ears are starting to ring as I say that. And the last message was, you can show her reverence by looking after the world. Okay, so I was feeling like this group has, again, like a close connection to earth, or like the land, farming, nutrition. You could be a nutritionist, you could be a meal prepper, you might be a vegan. Like, it was getting really like earthy, motherly vibes. Someone who has their love languages to cook or serve or nurture others, okay, regardless of gender. So let's get into it. Asase, come through here for pile 2. Ooh, alchemy. We got Queen Nefertiti showing up. Yes. Okay, so the number 16, I think I said this. It reduces to a 7, okay, which in traditional tarot is actually the Chariot card. And oddly enough, right, the Chariot could also be, I guess, defined or recognized as a vessel. That is exactly what Asase is. That is exactly what she symbolizes. She symbolizes the mother, which is a vessel of life, of opportunity, of growth, of abundance, and things of that nature. So some of you guys may also too have like a strong placement of Cancer, Capricorn in your chart. I was honestly like sensing Libra. Some of you guys may have a really strong placement of Libra in your chart. The number 38, of course, reduces to an 11. So you're in some sort of alignment, or there's some sort of like divine opportunity that's going to be coming towards you. And it gives, I feel like this opportunity is giving you either the tools you need or the direction that you need to nurture a nation. Yes, that's what I said. So, there's something really, 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 really magical. Some of you guys, a Gemini, could be of some sort of significance with alchemy showing up here. You could have a strong placement of Gemini. Some of you guys could be a rising in Gemini. There's something very pure about you, pile 2. And I think that it's also really important, okay? Oh, the gatekeeper. That's what I was about to say. It's also something, there's something really important about like your mission here, or your energy, or whatever the case may be. And maybe in the past you've been very giving and you haven't been as protective of your energy as you should be. That's coming to an end, whether you like it or not, okay? Moesha, the custodian of Asase, I can kind of sense that energy maybe guarding you at this time, or there is some sort of guardian angel or some sort of angelic being that is maybe limiting the contact or the access that certain people have to you, okay? And that's beautiful. Nightingale spirit is showing up here. It says love is all around. So I feel like that validates what I just said. And then I don't think that's a trumpet, but that's what I get. That's the energy I'm sensing off this Nightingale card. That's a judgment. Yeah, that's why. Like this trumpet energy, it seems it's showing up as kind of like a judgment sort of energy, like your ancestors may be calling judgment on a situation. I feel like this group can expect some sort of radical change as it relates to their children. Okay, because the number 41, it reduces to a 5. The 5th house is literally about children, performances, special affairs, things of that nature. Some of you guys, your child could be a Leo. That could be of some sort of significance. They may live at a distance and could be flying in soon. Maybe this is unexpected to you. And then you have dog spirit here. It says be loyal to what you love. Y'all, first off, the number 19 reduces to a 10, but ultimately reduces to a 1. That would be the magician sitting right here with alchemy. So something really amazing is manifesting here for pile 2. But the other thing that I immediately got off of this card is the channeled message that I was sensing from, or the channel energy I was sensing from the Apache tears, when it's like, I told you from the very beginning, it's like somebody here, this mothering energy or whatever, this person is willing to put it all on the line. Like, this person is willing to die for what they love, die for the people they love. They're very like selfless. Okay, this energy that I'm picking up here, somebody could have colored eyes, or there could be something significant about their eyes. They could wear contact lenses. They could normally wear glasses, but they also wear contact lenses, because when I don't know, when I'm looking at this necklace or whatever's hanging around this dog's neck, it reminds me of like an older woman who wears their glasses on a string so that they don't lose them or something like that. So I don't know, that could, maybe that's someone who was in your life at some point. I really love this. It's a really strong protective energy here. Okay, so you have reflect here. Oh, don't tell me that's the swan. Okay, so some of you all may also have some sort of connection to pile 1. Some of you guys, literally, this is the 3 children that I was talking about. Here goes this trickster who possibly will be experiencing some sort of reckoning, some sort of judgment, where it's like a reconciliation that's taking place between 3 siblings. Here's these 2. Maybe you have like like a brother and a sister, or 2 brothers or 2 sisters that are twins, and you're literally like known as the trickster child or something of that nature. With reflect here, this is a very nostalgic energy, let me say that. I don't know if there's some sort of like ceremony or family reunion or something of that nature that's going to be coming up here very soon for you all, where you have an opportunity to sit and like flip through old photo books, or this could be something that pile 2, you could have been doing this most recently. Whatever this like warm, strong but warm, cuddly, like assertive energy, feminine energy that I'm picking up on, you could have recently been looking at their pictures or something of that nature. And then the other card that you have here is warrior. This person I'm picking up on could particularly be an Aries. Okay, they could be a fire sign. They could also be a Capricorn, a Gemini. This warrior energy reminds me too of the message that I gave to you guys earlier, that, or was that pile 1? And see, now the energy is starting to feel like really interchangeable. So some of you guys definitely need to go and watch pile 1. It's 2 o'clock on the dot on one of the clocks. It's 14 on the other. Something about the age 28 could be significant. Something's going to happen really unexpected, because I'm technically looking at, like, there's a tower energy here with this number 5, but then there's this magician energy. Like, something's going to happen magically. And that's funny, because I think that I said, like, there's something magical about someone's birth, like the details or the conditions in which they were birthed. Okay, so that's showing up here. All right, let's see what else we got here. Yes, it's the Empress. Ooh, you have the Death card here and the Queen of Wands. Definitely this warrior energy, this feminine, this strong feminine, this ancestor that I'm picking up on could be an Aries. Okay, this could definitely be someone's mother or their grandmother that has passed away. So what I find most distinctive about these cards and this pile is that, like, in the first group, it felt more so like Tituba was the ancestor that was making herself known. Okay, that the messages were coming directly through her. Now, while Asase's voice is very like present here, her energy is here. I said from the beginning, like, I couldn't even get into telling you guys about her as a deity, because someone's mother, like, was coming through here strongly. And the Empress card with Death and the Queen of Wands, this lets me know that this is quite literally, this is someone's mother or grandmother or aunt or something like that that has passed away. I also feel like someone has made a conscious decision to have a child alone, either like through surrogacy, like I stated, or this is a situation where someone was partnered with a trickster and has decided that they are better off alone. A Virgo could be of some sort of significance. All right, tell me about the Empress showing up here for pile 2. Spirit, the King of Swords. Intriguing. Ooh. All right, so opposites definitely, ooh, yeah, see, 7 of Swords. Opposites definitely do attract. Because all of this like warm and loving energy that I'm picking up on, there's also someone who's very like cold, stoic, detached, that is external. It feels like they're external to this situation. They could be in the military, you know. This could be a situation where someone's returning from the military. How does pile 2 view this King of Swords and 7 of Swords energy? Yeah, it's an issue. You have the Lovers showing up here, but it's sideways. This deck, this is the in-between tarot, and it's more so leaning towards this Chariot energy. So this could literally be someone coming back. My condolences for anyone who might have a significant other who has been, or in the past was like at war, in some sort of combat, like they are a fallen hero, lost their life in some sort of combat or fight or something. I'm seeing that here with the Chariot. Somebody may not have made a conscious decision to have a child on their own. They could have had a child by themselves because their significant other dedicated their life to some sort of battle. Okay. Tell me about the energy of death showing up here. I also feel like pile 2, you're ready to do either say something that makes others uncomfortable or do something that makes others uncomfortable. And your motivation or your reason for doing it is because there's another, like there's a larger group of people or a larger purpose or something like that that's going to benefit from this action or this expression of yours. Because this going from reflect to warrior, it's like you had time to think about something long enough. Okay, for some of you guys, you thought about it and then you maybe even went to a mother figure or a grandmother figure or an ancestor for advice on how to move forward. And they said, all gas, no brakes. So, yeah, see, okay, what I asked for the energy of death here, and the Fool is showing up here. And it's like, that's what I'm saying with the Empress here. You could have asked or summoned a particular ancestor to help you out with things. Okay? I don't know who this is. That's a flight attendant that's pregnant. You need to go sit down somewhere. About to have that baby. You about to have that baby. I don't know who that's for. All right. Tell me one more thing about death showing up here with the Fool. And this also too is going to the Magician energy. So something is venom. Yes, it's the 10 of Cups. Definitely for it's take what resonates and leave the rest. Let me just say that, okay? Because everybody here is not pregnant. But I do see some bounce back here. What? Look, going from the Empress to this, I'm seeing abs. A Scorpio could be of some sort of significance. It's given Tiana Taylor. That's what it's given. Somebody could be a Scorpio. Somebody could be a Sagittarius. Somebody also could be some sort of like fitness trainer or something of that nature. Because I'm just seeing somebody bounce back though. Last night I took a L, but tonight I bounced back. I'm hearing that too by Big Sean. I don't know why that's significant. And then I have the Star here and the 8 of Cups. Somebody's going to be going somewhere and it's at a distance, or someone's coming from a distance. There's an emphasis on travel, on flying or traveling over water, taking a cruise, taking a road trip or something of that nature. And it's to it's for a reunion or something like that with the Four of Wands here in the Chariot. Whatever this opportunity is, it's to reunite. This could be visiting a like childhood home or something of that effect. Or yeah, that seems like it's kind of, that's just a small like aspect of whatever this is, or it's just a, yeah, it's just a small aspect of whatever this is. Something about there being, I'm hearing there's more to come. Tell me about the Queen of Wands in this warrior energy. Yeah, that's the Page of Swords. There's some more hidden information about whatever this is, pile 2. It's a lot of pregnancy energy here. 1, 2, 3 of these cards. Oh, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these cards are associated with some sort of pregnancy, fertility. I mean, Asase, come through here then. That's that's the vibe. But then you have the Three of Swords, the Emperor, and the Ace of Cups. Somebody may be having a really hard time forgiving their father. Somebody may be having a really hard time forgiving their father or making some sort of amends with their father or a father figure. If not, you know, this card is the Emperor, but it goes to the Hierophant. So there could be some sort of epiphany about like, is the word baptism? Some sort of sacramental occasion, a christening, a baptism, something of that nature. Somebody needs that. They need some cleansing. They need, I don't know what this is about. Okay, let's move right along. Can you tell me any other messages for pile 2, particularly with this Three of Swords, the Emperor, and the Ace of Cups? Not enough. And then you have photograph and thinking. This is somebody returning to their roots. This is someone returning to where they came from, or taking a trip back home. Clarify the Fool. Yeah, and then the King of Pentacles is sitting here. Then there's this 3 again. Either 3 kids or something of that nature. Then I have I Like You and Mayhem. This is, it says your manifestation is happening. It says current issue reveals past wound, spiritual growth, and something about hanging tight. And then you have must list. But when that must list just like flipped over just now, it gives me like itinerary or logistics or something like that. Somebody gonna have to take a trip somewhere, and it's possibly because somebody dies or passes away. Yeah. As I'm saying that, separation just hit the ground in reverse. So either this already happened and this is like visiting someone's grave or having a memorial or something like that for them. This is, I'll tell you what, whatever this is getting out of hand. It's a lot of people involved with this situation, and there goes the paradigm shift. It might be time to take, yeah, with the Grim Reaper. Somebody's, this feels like a homage, a trip, or something of that nature. Okay. That's your reading, pile 2. I'm going to leave it at that. If you need another level of clarity, then definitely you can book a personal reading right now. At this time, you should be seeing a code that you can use to book a personal reading for $44 today only. If you decide that you don't want to book a reading today, you would like to book a reading later, you can always use hashtag Stardust. I'm not necessarily sure when I'm going to end that promotion, but that's what it is. Okay, that's your reading. I'm just a vessel. You know what I mean? It feels like this situation is changing. It is actively evolving. It is actively changing. Okay, I will leave you with that. Pile 2, especially this energy going to the Magician. There is something that is occurring or manifesting, feels like in the ethers or in the heavens or whatever, and it has not yet revealed itself. Okay, you may even sense this energy or this transformation or this paradigm shift that's occurring. So let me know what you think in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Again, happy Juneteenth. Okay, all right, last but not least, let me just make sure this is still recording. Perfect. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to Marie Laval. Okay, some of you guys may have some Creole or French or Spanish roots or heritage. Some of you guys may come from a really spiritual family. Okay, the 14th could be significant. The 14th of June could have been significant in the recent past. The 14th moving forward, some of you guys could have been born on the 14th month. I also feel like this pile has at least a handful of individuals that are on a twin flame journey. Oh, that's crazy. One of my clocks says 214, which is Valentine's Day. The other clock says 1414, and half of 14 is 7. This card is the number 7. That's a whole lot of information, I know. But then you also have these 2. So some of you guys literally could be on a twin flame journey. For those of you who do not resonate with that, you could literally be a twin, have a twin brother or have a twin sister or something of that nature. You could have an ancestor, okay, that is a twin or was a twin. Twins could run in your family. Big twinning energy, even in the channel messages, where we're going to get into that in just a moment. But we have Marie Laval here. This is all about good juju, good energy, good vibes, okay? The stone that I was feeling drawn to for this group is selenite. So I do feel like this group is very high vibrational, okay? Selenite is one of the few stones that charges and energizes all of the chakras. It's one of the few stones that you can use like almost as a wand to kind of like just clear your vibes, protect your aura, or whatever the case may be. And that's what I was sensing from these 2 like pillar stands that are here. There's like some crystals and stuff like that that Marie has in these pillar stands, but I was mostly drawn to like the glass encasing over them. It was kind of giving Beauty and the Beast, that has the rose with the, yeah, anyway. Oddly enough too, I don't know why, Tiana Taylor's energy seemed to be coming through the second reading, or for pile 2, and then this energy is showing up here now. And as I'm trying to describe it, all I could see in my head is them tennis shoes, them bomb tennis shoes that she had, like just her whole marketing or whatever. I don't know. Somebody could be a sneakerhead. Somebody could be into shoes. Somebody could be into some sort of like film or production. Somebody could also be a singer or something of that nature. Could be an athlete. That could be significant. A Gemini, a Sagittarius, a Scorpio could be significant. These are like more channel messages that are coming through. I have a whole list of channel messages, but anyway, that's what I'm getting. Let's move along. Okay, I do feel like a heavy sense of protection with this energy, especially for those of you that feel like you are coming into some sort of sacred relationship, or you are already in some sort of like sacred relationship. I do feel like it is very protected. For those of you who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, that's because you haven't met this person yet, or you haven't come in contact with this person yet. But Yeah, I was picking up an energy of two individuals. Like, I was picking up power couple energy. Okay, even while I'm like talking now, I'm seeing in my mind's eye Frida Cavallo, and I don't even know what her husband's name is. Forgive me. If you know his name, you can leave his information down below. But I'm thinking about Frida, and it's like they were both artists, right, or painters, or whatever the case may be, and they had, you know, like a complex relationship, a relationship that others didn't really understand. People didn't understand their religious beliefs. They didn't understand their sexuality. They didn't, it just, but they were perfect for one another. So I'm picking up that kind of vibe. Marie Laval had, one husband, okay, who passed away, or some believe he magically disappeared, or whatever the case may be. She remarried, okay, and to that spouse was married until he died. So it was a really long, like, relationship, and they had a lot of kids, okay? So that seemed significant. Like, that could either be that who I'm speaking to, like, you already have kids, you might come in contact with someone who has kids, and there's like this blended family, or you literally think that you're never gonna have kids and you gonna meet somebody and then boom, y'all gonna have a whole little Brady Bunch. But take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? So let's get into these channel messages. First off, when I started this channeling session earlier, it was 11:11. I was hearing Say Yeah by Jockeys, and particularly the lyric that was standing out was, "You're overdue for some romantic shit." Okay. So there could be an energy too where like somebody may feel like you put a love spell on them, or vice versa. You could feel like somebody put a love spell on you. There's this very strong, like, energetic connection that you have with a person. And then I was like, okay, wait, like, give me another song. Like, is this supposed to be a love centric or romantic centric reading for pile 3? And then I got You by Jockeys. Okay, so 2018 also could be of some sort of significance, the year of 2018. Take it how it resonates. Oh, okay, 2, 3. That reduces to an 11. 2018 reduces to an 11. I didn't even realize that. And I said I was picking up that 11/11 energy. So anyway, somebody would rather be with you and all your bullshit. Okay, that's how somebody's feeling. I think I mentioned that. So first off, Marie Laveau, for those of you who do not know, she was a Creole priestess and she practiced voodoo. She was an herbalist and a midwife as well, and very renowned in New Orleans, okay, Arnola. She was born a free woman, okay, under the Spanish colonial administration. Or at least during the time that she was born, the Spanish colonial system was still in place, okay? I felt like that was significant for some. Like, somebody watching this may be of Spanish descent, okay? That could be significant to you. She was also known to care for her sick community, or for the sick in her community, during the yellow fever epidemic in 1878. By providing herbal remedies and prayers for the afflicted. I thought that was really amazing, and I think that it's a fact about Marie Laveau that people don't talk about enough. Like, yes, she was mostly renowned for being a priestess, or how people like to say a witch, whatever, okay? It's just language. People like to label things and put, you know, whatever. At the end of the day, she was essential, okay? So for some of y'all, the pandemic was really significant, either for you alone or for you and this person or something like that. February, somebody could be like born in February. Somebody could be in Aquarius. That could be significant. Somebody could be on the cusp of Aquarius and Pisces. Aquarius, Pisces season could be significant for some. Okay. All right. So to the channel messages, I'm sorry, this is kind of all over the place, and that could be for a reason. Maybe you are all over the place. Somebody could travel or something like that. I don't know. I was seeing vows being exchanged. So this is, I'm either speaking to a group who's already married, or they're in a committed relationship, or again, like will be in the near future. Don't flood my comment section talking about I don't got nobody, I'm single. Then this ain't for you. If you don't have no hope for love, then you should leave this reading, okay? Anyway, I was picking up a carpenter. I was picking up a foreman or somebody who works in construction. That could be significant. I was picking up a biracial couple or someone who is like dating right now, someone who is of a different racial like heritage or background or whatever the case may be. I was also, I told you guys about the large blended family. I was also picking up on somebody who's nearsighted and needs glasses. And let me tell y'all how funny this was. Like, I'm typing on the computer and I'm searching and I'm looking for stuff. And when I got to Marie Laval, I don't know if you guys have ever like accidentally like double clicked the screen and it zooms in. And that's literally what happened. I was already feeling like, I don't know why I feel like somebody nearsighted or somebody wears glasses or somebody need glasses or, oh, thank you, Spirit. You could be nearsighting this person. Like maybe you're going to meet them soon, like with this whole nearsighted thing or something. But I was literally typing and minding my business. I'm having those thoughts in that moment and then accidentally double tap the keyboard and it zoomed in. It was like somebody might see something much clearer now or is looking at something much closer now or something of that nature. Somebody could be from Mississippi. Mississippi could be significant. Of course, New Orleans, ultimately a waterfront could be significant. Somebody could be from a place or live in a place right now that is waterfront. I was seeing 2004. That could be significant. Somebody could be from Idaho. I was picking up like potatoes. Somebody could like potatoes or like French fries a lot. Somebody's grandmother is really, really significant. Okay. Somebody's grandmother is significant. Either that's the ancestor that's going to be helping me to deliver these messages right now, or there's a grandmother who plays a significant role in someone's life still today. I was picking up Creole, of course. This particular grandmother could have some sort of Creole backgrounds, could, you know, have some sort of like French heritage attached to them. I was hearing quote unquote adopted mom's profession. So a couple of things. Someone could be adopted. That could be significant. But there could be also someone who is following in their mother's footsteps. Let me just make sure this is still recording. It is. Look at that. Someone could have adopted their mom's profession, meaning like, let's just say that your mom was a firefighter, and so you're a firefighter, or your mother was a cook, and you're a caterer now. There's something significant about that. Or this could be like the person who you're connecting with or something of that nature. Even the ancestor particularly, okay, that I'm connecting to for you, Pal 3. The way that you could identify them is that they have a mother which might be your grandmother or great grandmother, that is significant, and she did something and your mother does it too. Okay. I was picking up Ohio. Somebody could be from Ohio. Somebody too could say that, like, Ohio, hey. Like, I don't know. It feels like there's going to be some chance encounter with all three. I was seeing red hair. Somebody could have red hair. Somebody could be a hairdresser. I was getting Benin, Africa. And I didn't really understand what that message meant. And when I looked into it more, the message was, where is it? Exercise a high degree of caution. Okay. And I was still like, what? Maybe we'll get more clarity about that when I get into the tarot cards. But right after that, it felt like it was about while traveling, like exercise extreme caution or have a high degree of caution while traveling. It could be different for you all, so take it how it resonates. I was also picking up on a masculine Aries or a Taurus. I was picking up on someone who could have been born in leap year, particularly in February, but on a leap year. I was hearing tic-tac-toe. No doubt it'll be the priestess over the foe. So whoever is here in pile 3, you could be connecting with someone who is currently connected with, they sleeping with the enemy. Okay, they have a karmic partner or something of that nature, or they have an opportunity to like choose. I was kind of seeing somebody like literally made some sort of like, I don't want to say a pros and cons list. Oh, pros in different area. That's what I just heard. Anyway, moving right along. I don't really want to say that it was like pros and cons, although that just came through. I was seeing somebody who made like a list of all the things that they want or required in a person or in a partner. This could be in a job, in a situation. They made a list of what they wanted in the house that they buy, something like that. And it was like they were going like tic-tac-toe. It was like put in an X there, and then they were like, oh, I want that. They circled that. Then I was seeing somebody cross something else out, and they were like, I want that, or something like that. Like, this could be someone going through a registry too, like somebody going through picking what they want for their housewarming registry or their baby shower registry or their wedding registry or something of that nature. And it's like, as they're doing that, okay, whoever this is, as they're doing that, for whatever reason, while they're doing that, they're coming to some sort of realization that you, pile 3, or the priestess, or the higher vibration, and whoever it is that they're doing this activity with is the foe. Take it how it resonates. Okay, so messages directly from Marilo. First off, your request was received and the spiritual intervention has began. Okay, so be mindful of that. For those of you that did conjure up something, okay, that could also be why you're being asked to exercise a high degree of caution, because you asked for something to happen or transpire, and it is happening and it is transpiring, and you might need to lay low. Okay, I was picking that up. You need to visit a body of water. Okay, that was a very strong, straight to the point, concise message. Hence the waterfront too. Somebody needs to visit a body of water or do an intentional cleansing in a bath or a shower. Okay, so whatever this, like, I don't know, I was getting spiritual warfare. It's kind of like one person asking for something positive to transpire, and then like in the ethers is somebody else too. That's every time somebody send up a prayer, somebody send up a curse. Like that was the vibe that I was getting. But in the meantime, whatever whoever this high vibrational energy, whatever it is that they ask for or pray for, they ask for some sort. At this point, it feels like this high vibrational energy just stopped asking for shit altogether and was like, can we just get some spiritual intervention down here, because it's lit, it's too lit, it's too lit. So that's taking place, and in the meantime, you're being asked to kind of cleanse yourself, take a step back, or whatever the case may be. What you asked for has already began to unfold. Cleanse your energy, stay cleansed, stay zen, stay cool, okay? A Virgo, a Gemini, a Pisces, a Sag, a Leo was coming through. An Aquarius, of course, I think I mentioned earlier. It don't really matter. A masculine Aries, a Taurus, and Aquarius. I want to make that clear that it's a masculine energy, but it could be either or. A Virgo, a Gemini, a Pisces, a Sag. Mutable energy overall. Even if they're in not any of those signs, I was picking up mutable energy. So this is someone who kind of like, they could either be, I don't want to say decisive, because I don't think that this person is decisive, although they may be having a hard time deciding something at the moment. I don't think that that's their trait or their nature, but the mutable energy was kind of like, it's a person who can lead or follow. Thank you, Spirit. And then I heard, just because you can does not mean you should. And that energy showed up with a little bit of watch your step. So just be mindful of that. All right, let's get into it. Pile 3. Okay. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I don't know if I said this, but if you watch until the end, you definitely will there will be some sort of pop-up code at some point that allows you to book a reading at a discount. Okay, so we have Marie level. And we also have... It's Oshun. This a love reading. Oh yeah, this a love reading. This a love reading. And let me tell y'all, like, the way that I get these cards. So like the first card that you picked, right? Of course, I shuffled and asked, like, what's the card for pile 1? What's the card for pile 2? It's 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Something's coming into alignment really, really, really fast. And it's perfect. Something about it is perfect. Okay, but I like shuffle the cards and ask for each pile. But then after that, like, I don't look at these cards, y'all. So I'm sitting here, I'm looking at this energy with you. Okay, and I told y'all, I was like, why is this a love reading? Like, why all this jockeys messages are coming through? Big twin flame vibes with Oshun here. Now we know. Okay. Y'all, I just realized that this is the 25th card. This reduced to a 7. And what did I say a moment ago? I said it's 14:14 on the clock. I said 2 twins coming together. 77. This 7-7. Oh my God. Some of y'all may be seeing the angel number 77 a lot. You might be seeing repeating numbers. Woo, okay. I don't know why this feels like somebody ancestor got together with somebody else ancestor and they're like, we're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this happen. Oh, I'm here for this. This is really sweet too, because I'm looking at Oshun, but all I could really pay attention to is all of the honey dripping. Oh, pile 3. Here for it. Okay, bat spirit. A rebirth is assured. Somebody got some real strong Scorpio in their chart. I don't know where. Maybe in the 5th house. They could be 7th house Scorpio, which would make them maybe a rising in Taurus. They could be sun, moon, or rising in Taurus, or they could have a Venus placement in Taurus or Scorpio for all of those placements that I just stated. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody oh my God, aren't bats nearsighted? Y'all, please go up in the comments. Aren't bats are nearsighted, I think. I can't even look because we got the phone going. I'm gonna show you. There's too much going on. Somebody go up in the comments. I really believe that bats are nearsighted or farsighted. They something about their sight. So that channel message makes a lot of sense. something is about to change when you see someone or when somebody sees you or something like that. Okay, with this bat spirit here. And then you have squirrel spirit. It says believe in yourself. And that's a 57 that breaks down to a 12. So that like, oh, something's coming full circle. Something's coming together. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, so we have Marie Laval here. She's showing up as a 7. Okay, 25. It reduces to a 7. But then we have this 5 here, and it's promising or assuring that there's going to be some sort of rebirth or transformation. That 57, okay, and I'm telling y'all that this is a twin flame energy. It's like this is what's going on in the background, the change, the chariot, the Hierophant, okay, is showing up here. This 5 is Hierophant. It's tower energy. It's something that maybe takes place or happens unexpectedly. But like, I'm just looking at these curtains and stuff, and it's like I can't really see. It's like this is going on in secret or unbeknownst to these twins, whoever these twins are. Yeah. And then like Oshun is holding a mirror, which is also for me it's very much so a twin flame like symbol or something of that nature. But it's like all of this energy combining. You have the squirrel energy. It's like when I'm looking at the acorns, it's like fruit is coming from this now. Okay, or there's a harvest. Something is being collected or conjured for a harvest. I don't know. And then I'm hearing something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. If somebody pregnant, it's a boy. Anyway, let me get out y'all business. Pile 3, y'all lit. Fate. I just said, if somebody having a baby, it's a boy. Why does Ed gotta show up like this on this pillow? Oh my goodness. Ooh, and the Magician. Oh my goodness. What else we got here? We got the 2 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Moon. Okay. So I want to say a moment ago, I said that there could be someone in this situation that's a mutable sign. They're not necessarily an indecisive person, but they're having a hard time deciding something right now. Pile 3, I do not think that that's you. I think that that's somebody else. That's external to this situation. Pile 3, I feel like you're showing up in the center of this reading as the Queen of Pentacles. You could have a significant placement of Earth in your chart, sure. But you look real lovely. I'm just looking at the red. I'm looking at the roses. Like there is very much so like a love, passionate energy here. You know, the moon is also very indicative to the mother. Look at that. But all the waters are parted. Y'all, it's something really divine about this connection that you're gonna come into, pile 3, because like I don't know, I'm sitting here thinking about Moses. Look, God said go free my people. God said go let my people go. Go tell the Pharaoh I said. Okay, go tell the Pharaoh I said. Pharaoh ain't listen, right? He was the foe in the situation, and that could be a message. Somebody's father or something like that could be a foe, or a masculine energy could be a foe in this situation. Maybe not letting your person go or something of that nature. But once, you know, Moses goes and does his thing, he gets to the sea, and he like, God, how am I supposed to bring the Israelites across? How am I supposed to bring the Israelites across this big body of water? You know, and he's like, just trust me. And they sat at the edge of the water for a really, really long time until Moses finally had an epiphany, right? He put his staff in the water and the waters parted and made way. oh my God, man, now like it's like somebody making away or somebody getting away, or this would be like maybe somebody is traditional and the other person is not. It's like maybe somebody's like, dang, I want to ask their parents for permission to marry them or something like that. But this could be someone who's adopted, or this could be someone who does not have a father or something like that to give them away. I don't know who this is for. If you're the masculine energy and you feel that way, these ancestors, this Marie Laveau and Oshun, said you got their blessing. I'm just saying. I'm just saying the path is clear. The path is wide open. And then, I mean, like, this is the moon again. This is, somebody could have did the love spell. I'm not going to front. Somebody definitely could have conjured up something. But I don't think that it's the two people that are involved in this relationship. It feels like it's somebody or more than one person on the external to this connection that conjured up something for this to happen and make this possible. Because even when you look as above, so below, when you look at this like green around the Queen of Pentacles, it's like, it almost looks like a wave of flowers or a wave of foliage or a wave of like roses or something, right? And that would be the below, or that would be the above, right? The trees, the heavens, and everything else open up or making something possible. And then you got the underworld opening up or making something possible. And then like this Two of Pentacles, that's what I'm saying. It's like, so this is who did this. And it could be Marie Laveau or an ancestor that you all find to be very similar or relatable to Marie Laveau, then conjured this up, this connection. This is fate. Oh yeah. You think you met somebody by accident, don't you? I'm in here to tell you, you didn't. Your ancestors made sure you ran into such and such. Okay? Yeah, this wasn't no accident. This wasn't no accident. Fate with magic, somebody asked for something, and how can I describe it? Not only did they ask for something, but the intentions attached to what they desired were pure. Okay? And for that reason, they gonna get what they asked for. They gonna get exactly what they asked for. Look. The ancestor said you have their blessing. Look at this. With the King of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Absolutely. Yes, I'll sign. I'll sign right here. You got my permission or something to that effect. Something to that effect. Something to that effect is what I wanted to say. Look, and then I just split, and then they just swapped. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's two ancestors, or these are two parents or something of that nature, and they see eye to eye. They agree that this is a match made in heaven. Ooh, pile 3. So here, oh, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so some of the other like channeled messages, I didn't write them down, but now they're starting to come back to me. Oh, that could be a message for somebody. Somebody could be coming back to you. But with like Jackie's, like the vibe felt like, number one, there's some sort of religious factor. Okay, whoever's involved in this situation, there are two different religions, or there are two different racial backgrounds, or there are two different belief systems. There's distance. This is a long distance relationship coming together, something of that nature. There's a very there's a dynamic of this situation that in any other world, in any under any other circumstance, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't be accepted. It wouldn't be. I'm also like picking up the story of the Loving family versus Virginia. That historical or precedented legal case, or whatever the case may be, when it was a black woman and a white man who loved each other, and they went through all kinds of like different discrimination and abuse and things of that nature because they wanted to be together. They loved each other, and that's just that. And that's the energy that I'm getting off of whatever this connection is. It's like it's something. There is something about it that's like, what? No. Never. That would never happen. That would never take place. Or I don't know, it's something about like clashing cultures or something of that nature. And the ancestors, I have to be frank, the ancestors is like, we don't give a fuck. We want them together. That's what this is. Okay, Spirit, come on. Let's get it. What's up with pile 3? Can y'all see that? Let me make sure y'all can y'all see that? Oh, look, the ancestors said we don't give a. Let me show y'all over here too. So I can't make this up with the sun card. Look at that. Oh, pile 3. And so this is the in-between tarot. And so this is the sun card, but it's the card that it is transforming into is judgment. And it's like, either this hasn't happened yet, like it hasn't come down from the ethers, but a judgment call was already. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look, and then the Hierophant there, a judgment call has already been made on this situation. I don't know who got authority over this connection. That's what I'm saying. Somebody's parents that are passed away, some sort of like distant ancestor or something like that. They clearing the path. They making a way. Absolutely they are. Because even in this particular card, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a path that's leading to the sun or leading from the sun. It's either or, it can be interpreted. But you have the moon here, you have the sun and the moon. This is a twin flame energy, and it's like, it's bigger than that. Who had that in their reading? If y'all remember, leave it down in the comments. The readings that I just posted, the sun and the moon kept coming out, or it was something significant about the sun and the moon. If you remember who it was, what astrological sign, post it in the comments. How does pile 3 view this? Let's see what you think, pile 3. Pile 3. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me go back to the channel messages for a minute, because it's somebody in this group that still don't believe. And I'm telling you, you like, I'm never gonna have kids, or I'm be single, I'm be a bachelor for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be a bachelorette for the rest of my life. No, you're not. It's already been decided. And not only that, not only do the ancestors want this union, want this marriage, want this commitment, whatever this is, they want a child to be born from this. And it's a son. It's a boy. Yeah, with the Emperor here and the 9 of Wands. It's a child. It's a boy. It's a son. And I'm sitting here talking about Jesus. Okay, I know that there's no one like Jesus. So please don't go up in my comments. Don't do it. Okay, do not do it. My point is, whoever this is, this child that will be born from this union is going to impact the world. Okay, all the roads lead to this. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Because I'm looking at, like, the angels are over here, like, blocking. Like, if somebody thought they was going to go left, the angels like, whoa, get back in line. And then, like, over here, you have the moon. You have the waters parting and things of that nature. And it's like, there are forces that are making sure that these two individuals come to this energy right here. That they walk down this aisle, that they come into this union, that this truth is illuminated, the sun, that they see each other. Like I said, if you haven't met this person, they're gonna make sure that you see them. Who's involved? This was not supposed to be a love reading, but clearly our ancestors have conspired. Oh my God, it's a child involved in this. It's a child involved in this. I said what I said. And the Five of Pentacles, okay. There is a strong possibility that pile 3, either you or the person that you're connected to, or even your ancestor that is channeling these messages through me, at some point experienced some sort of stillbirth, miscarriage, abortion, adoption, something of that nature. That spirit of that child is the reason why you will bear children. I hope y'all following me. I hope y'all, because look how this baby is involved, right? But it's showing up kind of like in between worlds, okay? You see the night here, which would basically be the heavens, the ethers, and then you have the sun here, which was no pun intended, because it's going to be a boy. And then you have the sun here, which is showing up as earth. So as above, so below. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles here twice. This is the wife for... This is you, pile 3, I feel like. This, you know, and it's like receiving this baby, receiving this blessing, receiving this gift, or whatever the case may be. And then look at all the ancestors who worked on this to make this happen. I'm here for this. Y'all here for this? Any other messages for pile 3? And then we're going to get out of here. We're going to get out of here because this is a twin flame reading, and I knew it from the very start. I knew it when I was channeling y'all energy earlier. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. It says it's the real deal. You ain't got the lie, Craig. You ain't got the lie. I don't know why I'm channeling Friday. Somebody, this gonna take place on a Friday. Something about Fridays. Cupid's arrow. Something about Friday is significant. I'm just gonna say that. Engagement ring. Oh, if y'all get proposed to with this coffee cup, if y'all get proposed to, can I come to the wedding? Can I get an invitation to the wedding? 'Cause don't say I ain't say so. Like, what? Okay, pile 3. That's your reading, okay? I hope that this resonated. I know it's going to resonate with somebody, particularly who it's supposed to resonate with. This is very specific. This is very beautiful, very, very amazing. Please give your grace and your benefits and your love and your offerings to Marie Laval and Oshun for making this happen, because for real, they are. And this look like a marriage, because these look like the bridesmaids and the best man and everything standing, waiting on these twin flames to come on down the altar. What am I hearing? Somebody feel like, oh, okay, yeah, this is somebody returning, because they feel like when they originally walked away from you or left, they feel like they walked out of heaven. They need to get back. They trying to get back. Enjoy the journey. This could literally be someone who's flying back towards you. They coming in fast. Okay, pile 3. That's your reading. You should be seeing a link. Sorry about that. You should be seeing a link right now that has an exclusive discount so that you can save on your reading for today only. And if you decide that you don't want to book a personal reading today, that's fine. You can continue to use hashtag Stardust to save on a reading in the future. Bye. I love you guys.